Not Gucci, huh? Not Gucci. Turn off that stupid music. What in the world is going on? Okay, now I gotta kick back and relax. I think I'm set. Waiting to see if Marvin says we're Gucci. Gucci. Bob, you got some explaining to do. So first of all, yes, it's clickbait. Second of all, the fish in the thumbnail is a furcata rainbow fish. So for everyone who will ask after the stream in the comments, now you don't have to. You're welcome. I think I'll start doing that from now on. Audio, video is Gitchy. You done watching the ad, Zen? I thought I turned ads off, but apparently not. I apologize. I did not want to put ads on this video because I was clickbaiting, but come on. Everybody clickbaits every once in a while. Yes, last live stream. A lot of people were clued in. It's the last live stream until the next one. No, it's just the last live stream from where I'm at right now. It should be, I don't know when I'm going to be live again. As soon as the new studio is almost complete, but it is not complete yet. And I don't know if it'll be ready by next Monday. So it might be a week or two. Does it? Maybe. So yeah, that's all. Just a little clickbait to get some more people in here. You know, everyone makes videos to say they're quitting and then they upload like the next day. So don't get mad. Just having a little bit of fun. But yeah, I don't know when I'll be live streaming next, but I obviously will be live streaming again eventually. And you know what? Don't forget to hit the like button. I agree, Eric. Why rock? Why not rock? Clickbait, I should have known. Yep. So, yeah, that's it. I will say the new studio is going to be a lot better. The sound is going to be way better. And a $5 super chat says, what would you recommend for a dorm sitch with a 20 or smaller? A dorm. And hello, glad it's not the last live stream. Boy, I don't know if I want to try to pronounce your name or not. We played this game over the weekend and things got really weird. Sour. I'm just gonna call you Sour. You're probably not sour. Thank you for the super chat. I am definitely not sour. What would you recommend for a dorm with a 20 or smaller? I gotta turn that off. Oops. This is what I get for screwing around before the stream. Also, I believe Joel had a super chat before the stream. Thank you, Joel, for the $2 super chat. Quit playing games with my heart. Backstreet Boys, yep. Okay, 20 or smaller. I would recommend the fish in the thumbnail. Pseudomagil furcata. Super awesome fish. Can't go wrong. Oh man, I just can't get comfortable. There's too much change. I hate change. I should embrace it, but I hate it. Came for the clickbait, stayed for the bob. All right, PRJ 1990. That's the goal. Hopefully it's not going to be long. Yeah, I don't think so. I do have internet installed there, although I haven't really tested it at all outside of opening up a website and making sure it works. But anyways, more suggestions. I really like rasboras. So almost any rasbora will do well. They'll do good too. They'll do good things in there. But any rasbora, I really like the neon green rasboras. There's neon blue, chili rasboras, strawberry rasboras. They're all awesome for smaller tanks. I would get myself some dwarf corridoras like Pygmaeus. I don't know what that sound was for. Hopefully you guys don't hear that, but if you do, I apologize. So yeah, there's a few suggestions. That's what I would do. You could do Pseudomagil furcata. Pseudomagil luminatus are my favorite. So yeah. Tesla Kill Dozer with the $5.37 super chat. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. I smell clickbait. Or is that odor just Zen ginger? It's brutal. Brutal. Bob can't say like an awesome band like AC/DC. What? Bob, can't you say like an awesome band like AC/DC? Or I don't even know what BTO is. Sorry. AC/DC. I don't. Were we talking about bands or? Oh, can't I say it like an awesome? I get it. I'm a little slow. Not a lot of sleep lately, but hopefully soon. Sorry if I missed anything. You're two-fisting it. All right. Well, I think I'll have some water myself. Lost my angelfish today. Was so gutted. He got stuck between the glass and my fluval filter. Ouch, that's brutal. Dan, I've been there, not with filters, but I've definitely done hardscapes that were not very good for the fish, and fish got stuck and fish died. I didn't notice it in time. So I've been there. And I'm sure many others have been there too. Could you put Luminatus in a 10-gallon? Oh yeah. I would not put Furcadas in a 10-gallon, but I would absolutely do Luminatus in a 10-gallon. And I mean, I've had Luminatus in a 10-gallon for like the last year and a half. For the gabagool, I'll take the gabagool. The gabagool. Oh, I also want to say before it happens, the stream over the weekend, we did have some technical difficulties about 15 minutes in, so hopefully that doesn't happen, or we're gonna have a really short stream. I think I fixed it. I found the error, and hopefully it doesn't happen, but if it does, then clearly I did not fix it, and the stream will be pretty short. Nothing I can do about it. Really like the hoodie. Me too. It's smiley faces. Smiley faces. Bachman Turner Overdrive. I can say I have never heard of that in my life. I apologize. Bob, you said Backstreet Boys. I was just reading someone's comment. All right. That's all I was doing. Pet Time, hello. Brian, hello. 3G, hello. Bob, will Radinocentris or Naudus crossbreed with Melanotania sahuliensis? No, they will not. Radinocentris will not crossbreed with anything other than other Radinocentris. So you shouldn't have to worry about it. No teeny steeny tonight. Nope. Nope. I saw your comment before the stream, and I was like, ooh, that would be fun, but I was too busy doing other stuff, so. Which is better, make your own canister filter or buy a canister filter? Well, there's a few things to take into consideration there. You can build a 5-gallon bucket canister filter for like $1, or you can buy an FX6 for like $700. So obviously I'm exaggerating. So, I think it would be more fun to build your own, but it just depends on what you're trying to do out of the hobby. At this point, if you're asking me, like in my next tank, what I would do, I would build one because I think it would be way more fun. I could tailor it to my specific aquarium. For instance, like, you're going to buy an FX6 for a 40-gallon tank, or I can build a more appropriate flow and size for like a 40-gallon. So just just some things to take into consideration, but I would do it. I would build one. Taking care of business. I like doing nothing all day. Taking care of business. I think I've heard that song. Sounds familiar. By the way, we do hear the glittery sound for super chats. Is that what you were concerned about earlier? Not a tuber. Yeah, I just turned that off. So yeah, you shouldn't hear that before. If anyone wants to test that, wink, wink. Just kidding. Just kidding. Calm down. It also depends on how handy you are too. You got to take into account like what type of canister filter. So there's like pressurized one or gravity fed canister filter. So is it going to go above it, below it? I really enjoy the 5-gallon that are like the 5-gallon canister filters that are gravity fed, but that's not going to work for most aquariums because most people don't have their filters over the aquarium. but I do really like that. Would ammonia filter pads actually help the tank of fancy goldfish? So those pads, you got to think of those as like Band-Aids. They're never going to solve the original problem of too much ammonia. I've used them in like a pinch if I'm going to be gone or overnight or things like that, just to give me some peace of mind. But long term, you got to figure out what's causing the ammonia. Either you have too many goldfish for the amount of water volume, or you have something dying off, snails dying off, something in there causing an ammonia spike. Too much food. But they will get rid of ammonia. But again, it's just temporary, and then it'll be right back. If it was easy as fishing, you could be a musician. Bob, get some rest, be blessed, and fish on. Whew. There's not much rest in my future, probably for like the next 2 weeks, but that's all right. That's all right. In the middle of moving, yuck. I'm stressing over driving. Hey, I'm right there with you. Stressing over driving with Cosmo in a jar for 10 hours and then having to set him right back up when I get there. Glittery noise. Yep. That's, it's gone. Don't worry about it. If you never heard it, you're not going to hear it again, so don't worry about it. I'm just testing. I would like my refund afterwards. Sure. See? Super chat money noise now. No noise. Thanks. I appreciate it. I'm trying to remove a crappy built-in overflow on my nano tank, and it's not fun. No. Yeah, I don't understand the overflows in nano tanks. It's like you already have such a small space. Why even take away more space? I get having an all-in-one tank is cool and somewhat appealing, but not in a nano tank. I mean, I would just rather throw on a nano hang-on back and be way easier than dealing with all that internal stuff on a nano tank. Will a pillow work as polyfilter floss? I would say no, because most pillows are going to have like that flame retardant stuff on it, and that will kill your fish. Bob, I will buy your police car next to nothing. I will tell you, okay, I'll subtract your entire history of super chats off the asking price. That's the best I can do. That's the best I can do. Cosmo, keep an air pump going. Maintain favorable temps. It'll be okay. Yeah, just a lot of people stress out over moving fish, but you got to remember, fish spend days and sometimes weeks in the mail, like just in a plastic bag, no aeration, swinging temperatures, and they do, well, for the most part, they do just fine. So a day in the car, really not much to stress about. Get quilt batting from Walmart. Yes, and get the cheapest quilt batting from Walmart. Although, to be fair, I've never seen, I think there is one brand of batting that has fire retardant. I might be wrong. And I think it was like the linear wrap, not like the batting that's like loose, but I think it was the ones that are like wrapped up. I don't know. I just get the cheapest because I know that doesn't have any type of life-saving properties in it. Oops. What's the asking price? Well, I got to add up all your super chats and then increase the price by that much, and then I'll let you know. BJ won't be doing okay without one. The jar I got for him is bigger than the one he was in when I bought him. I have a lid, drilled a few large holes in it. Yeah, I don't think it'll be a problem, especially if you're talking about a betta fish. A betta fish, they breathe oxygen, so I guess all fish breathe oxygen. Okay, but you know what I mean. Still got the banner across the screen for chats, but good work on the glitter sound. Still get the banner. Oh yeah. The banner, that's for me. So yeah, the banner is for me. So I actually see it in my live stream software. Retardant, not retarded. Did I say retarded or retardant? Well, I meant retardant. Whatever, you know what I meant. What else we got going on? Don't forget to check out the link, the pinned comment, if you can't see it, if you want to get some. Did I really say that? Anyways, Dan's Fish has some sweet gobies in stock. Check him out. His last video is he did an entire fish room tour. Check it out. I highly recommend it. And when you watch his last video, don't be jealous, but I'm getting the rice fish, the wild caught rice fish. Upgrading Neo Caridina with Endlers from a 3.5 gallon. That's a very good choice. I'm thinking a 20 long. I'm just going to have male Endlers. I would do 20 long. I mean, ultimately, the largest you can get is always going to be better. But a 20 long, I have crystal red shrimp and Radinocentris in a 20 long. Just fine. Does just fine. Wait, who said that? K-Stu, Dan's gobies are sick. Yes. I'm definitely hoping that they don't sell out before my new fish room is done, because I really want to get some. I don't know which, but eventually. What's your favorite rainbow fish? Mine is Wapoga rainbow fish, and I don't really have a favorite. I don't. I really love the Parkinsoni. I love the Lake Itenjo Bozemonis. I love Radinocentris. But there's so many good ones. Multisquamatas are really nice. Juana mensis. I like all the Glossolepis, really. Most of them. But I really couldn't pick a favorite. They're all pretty sweet. I was going to ask if is it a betta. If so, then he'll be lovely. Just don't set him in the direct sun. Yeah, no sunbathing fish in cars. Keep the sunbathing to yourself. Jay Oliver's Guppies and Aquatics. Good to see everyone this evening. Oh man, it is a nice break. Definitely a nice break. Uh-oh. I think I just pulled my microphone out. I need to get a bigger tank so I can get a school of his Shodontai. Shout. Okay, let's. Shout end tie puffers. Shout end puffers. I'm surprised. I've been looking at those shout end tie puffers, and $200 it seems like a lot, but for that fish, it's not a lot of money, and I'm surprised they're not selling faster. Any tip on how to save my black phantom tetra? It's struggling to swim right, and its fin seems tore up. Well, I would absolutely take it out of your aquarium, isolate it. Even if you don't have any other aquariums free, put it in a 5-gallon bucket. Do something, because something is nipping its fins, it sounds like, and it just needs some time to recover. Now, if it's like swimming like upside down and in circles, then you're gonna have some swim bladder issues, and I would just put a little salt in with it. Look up how much, because it depends on how much water you're putting it in. But I've had good luck with just salt. He says they are tank raised too. Yeah. Oh yeah, they are tank raised. Yeah, which is incredible. Like tank raised shout and tie puffers. Shout. When in doubt, call them Scooty Fruity Puffers. Scooty Fruity Puffers. I couldn't imagine. So what does he have, like 15 of them at least? And I would just sit there and watch that tank. When I was at Dean's house, I just wanted to watch his little, and Dean only had like 3 or 4 in one tank. And it was so fun to watch. I just wanted to sit there and watch them. But like 15 of them in a tank, man, can you imagine like a tank with like 100? I can. It'd be freaking awesome. Bob, any good places online for Radinocentris? Vaughn, the only place I think you're going to find Radinocentris is on Aquabid. But I'm trying to think if there's any like bad sellers of. I don't think there's. I think anytime you see Radinocentris on Aquabid, they're gonna be from reputable breeders. Other rainbow fish, not so much, but rads. I've never seen an auction of them on Aquabid that was from a questionable person. You know what makes me want to shout? Danny King Aquatics, what's up, buddy? Mississippi Hippie, hello. Woof Woof, hi. Rocky and Miles. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you're new. Not if you're new. Well, if you're new to the stream, if you just got here. You think that I could put a small group of Furcata rainbows in a 5-gallon? Absolutely not, Benjamin. Furcatas, they get about 3 inches, and right there, that's going to be a big no. But they are a shoaling / schooling fish, so they need room to swim. And also, like most rainbows, they're very flighty. So like when your lights come on in the morning, they'll dart. If there's like a loud noise or just walking by, they just dart really fast, and 5 gallons is just not enough room. They're gonna smash into the glass all day long. So unfortunately, you would need something a little bigger. I would say like minimum 20 long, like minimum. I wouldn't put them in a 10-gallon. I know some people do, but even that to me is not big enough. What? Do not listen to Joel. Do not listen to Joel. I'm too old. I am way too old to join any. Actually, I might still be able to get into the Air Force because I have a degree, but I don't know. Man. You could put a few in there, but a 20 long is awesome for those. Which ones? Yeah, I don't think Furcatas would be a good idea. Definitely not in a 5-gallon. You could do maybe other pseudomagills like 5. I don't know that there's a single rainbow fish that I would put in a 5-gallon. It's just too small. And I feel like even if you did put it in a 5-gallon, they're not going to be enjoyable. A rainbow fish that has lots of room to swim is way more enjoyable to watch than just being like cooped up in a small space. Can a cherry barb and gold barb crossbreed? That's a good question. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know enough about gold barbs. I don't know what you'd have to look up their scientific name. Yeah, see this? Look at this guy. Stop scratching. Hey, stop scratching. He got a little injury on his mouth, don't you? Look at what you did. He did it to himself too. You still have the Tegu? No, the Tegu's been gone for a long, long time. I really don't have anything right now, to be honest. Almost. Well, I have a lot of. The problem is I have a lot of random fish right now, but I don't really have anything that like stands out. Really, I guess I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for here. Morning, Greg, Doniger, Craig. What did I say? Craig. You have a really long name. That's what I'm going to say about that. A really long name. Regina Phalange changed your name back again. What is the dealio? I missed the start of the stream. Is this really your last stream or just the last one in August? Oh, that's good. I didn't even think about last one in August. I'm just not sure when the next one's going to be. This is my last stream at this location, and I'm not sure when the new location is going to be completely ready. So that's the short and curlies of it. What's a relatively easy Pleco to breed other than bristlenose? I've only ever had bristlenose in L134 by a fluke, but want to try some more types without spending $1,000. The L129. L129. I think They're right around $15. It's the what's the common name? It's something zebra pleco. I don't remember. They're definitely not a zebra pleco, but I guess you could call them like the poor man's zebra pleco. Anyways, L129. Look them up. They're not very rare. They're somewhat easy to find. Definitely not as easy as a bristlenose, but there you go. That's what I would do. L129. Okay dokie. Okay dokie. Where to buy rainbow shiners? I think there's some for sale if you look at the pinned link and go to that website. There might be rainbow shiners. I think they're even on sale. I could be wrong. But if you click the pinned link in the comments, you can find some there. False zebra. Colombian zebra. That's it. Colombian zebra pleco. Or I guess false. Man, I've got like lights on full blast because I'm sitting really far back and it's really messing with my eyeballs. For some more gabagool. You are really making me want like maybe chicken fettuccine. I don't know. Some gabagool. If the fettuccine is not on the chicken, I send it back. Oh, man. Where are Mike and Bob? They like snakes? I don't know, but I'm right here. Cool, thanks. I'll buy the L129 group by the end of the week if I can get a hold of some. I got a group of them one time, and they all died within like the first week, I think. This was probably about 3 or 4 years ago. And I got them again after that, and they didn't die. So I think I just got a bad batch. But, yeah, they're really cool. They stay small. Right around 3.5 inches, and definitely what I would consider like the next level up as far as not bristlenose, but pleco breeding. I guess Candy is too bougie for these streams now. Yeah, you're telling me. Do you like any kind of rainbow fish in the beautiful planted aquarium? I think all of my planted aquariums have rainbow fish in them. All of them. Any tips on how to deal with fish keeping burnout? It kind of depends on what's causing the burnout. We all get burned out for different reasons. I would suggest maybe trying something new. Like if you've only done like guppies, well, maybe branch out and try a different type of fish. Not even fish. If you've never done fish, try shrimp. Just try something new. That's the great thing about this hobby is that there's so much to try. If you've never done an African cichlid tank, do that. If you've never done a planted tank, try that. Or if you just want to take a step back and you need some time away from the hobby, and then do it. Like, don't feel bad about burnout. Like, if you're just burned out, you're just burned out. So take some time. And then kind of take a breather and come back like ready to go. Just had a cold front come through here in Arizona. Gave me a migraine, but several of the fish are spawning. I gotta find the silver lining. So I killed a bunch of my fish, but then a bunch of my other fish spawned. So yeah, I'm so I filled up. I'm moving all my outdoor tubs. I filled one up, and then I went and topped off one of my other tubs, and then turned the hose off, and then unscrewed the hose, and then got distracted and forgot to take the hose out of the tub, and it all back siphoned out, and all the fish died. Those were my Galaxy rice fish. Every single one of them. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. On the other hand, my other tub that I moved, when I was draining it, I found hundreds, if not thousands, of Buenos Aires tetra fry. All over. I mean, there's a gabagool of them. There's so many. AR is Arkansas. Oh, I'm really far away from my screen right now, and the lights are really bright. So I probably saw AZ. So my bad. Break time. So Mike's Aquatics and Things. What? Wait. Break time. So back for a minute. Oh, you're on break. I thought you were taking a break from the stream. Yeah. So I was pretty pissed off about that for a while. Yeah, there's really nothing worse in the hobby than killing fish with negligence. And the fact that I had I had so much stuff going on, and I was doing, one of those things where you're doing like so many things at once when you shouldn't be, when you should just be paying attention because, other lives depend on it. And the problem is it was one of those hoses that like shrink and expand. And so, I just took it off so it would start shrinking really quick. I didn't want to, so those things take a long time to shrink up. And so I was like, I took it off the faucet and just let it shrink. And I was like, well, while that's shrinking, I'm going to go do this. And then I forgot that the other end was in the pool. And you think it would or in the pond. And I don't know, you think it as it would shrink back up, it would pull out, but it didn't. It did not pull out. Which freshwater crustaceans do you prefer, shrimp, crabs, or crayfish in a community aquarium? I love the Mexican dwarf crayfish. And if I was allowed to keep those, I would probably pick that, but I cannot. They are illegal here, so I would have to go with shrimp. For treating black fan tetra, just use never use table salt. Ever, ever, ever. Rock salt, kosher, anything but table salt. Anything. Unforced errors are the worst. Yep. Yeah, that tub has had bad luck from the start, though. It's just, I don't know. It's one of those things. It really just gets you down when you kill fish from negligence. Are Neocaridina sensitive to aquarium salt? I usually do not treat them with salt. I'm trying to think if I've ever put salt. I don't think I've ever used salt in my shrimp tanks. Not like my shrimp breeding tanks. In community tanks, I've used salt, and I haven't really noticed any ill effects. That being said, I would be very careful about doing it. Howdy y'all, last live stream, really or clickbait? Both, RJL, both. Chances are I'll be back here Monday, but I could also not. It just depends on how the move goes and how much stuff I get done. So yeah, it's the last live stream from where I'm at now. I'm moving. Actually, I have to be out by tomorrow. And then I'm not sure how long it's going to take to finish the new place. So it could be next week or it could be like 3 weeks. It really depends. I have to get fish situated first, far more important. I have to get dogs situated. So come on, get out of there. Speaking of dogs, get out of here. Get out of here. What are you doing? So yeah, I got a dog situated. Which I'll be building a fence and an outdoor kennel and all kinds of fun stuff. So once the animals are secure, then I will worry about the live stream studio. Do you know the red-tailed shark is actually, do you know all of the freshwater sharks are not sharks? So red-tail, rainbow, bala, none of them are actually sharks. So there you go. Roseline shark, not a shark. All right. You had enough attention. For now. Check back in 5 minutes. I can't get shrimp or crayfish in New Zealand. Sad. I know. That would just drive me bonkers. I would probably illegally collect some shrimp, whether just have someone mail them to me, import them, something. I don't know. I'd go crazy if I couldn't keep shrimp. I've used reef crystal salt for fish wound that had neocaridina in it. It was a pretty small amount, but they did fine. Yeah, I think you just got to be really careful not to overdo it with the salt. I'm sure it's not even that harmful for them, but I'd still be pretty careful. I grow taro plants out of the top of my aquarium. Peanut is neither a pea or a nut. Is it a seed? I have no idea. What are your favorite plants to grow out of the top of an aquarium, not pothos? So I am in a huge dummy when it comes to like house plants that you can grow. I don't know if you're talking about house plants or aquarium plants, but I love growing Lugwidia out of the top, which is really cool because in your aquarium it will be immerse grown, and then or submerged grown, and then outside it'll be immerse grown. So like in your aquarium the leaves will be really thin, and then it comes out of the top and it has like really big bushy leaves. So that's usually pretty cool. If you're talking about house plants other than pothos, I like to do spider plant. I don't know what the like scientific name is because I don't know anything about house plants, but I've used spider plants. Peanuts are a legume, Bob. What are some colorful native fish? Shiners. Look up shiners. Look up rainbow shiners. But yeah, shiners. What's the dog doing? He's playing with his toy, and he wants to play keep away. Yes, he wants to play keep away. I don't like that game because you just run away. Yeah, I don't like that game. Oh, I got it. Haha, stoop. What an idiot. All right, so about 25 gallons, probably just the smaller rainbow fish like dwarf neon or thread fins. I always forget about thread fins. I don't know why, but yeah, thread fins, good choice. Creeping Jenny works as well. Oh wait, no it doesn't. Does the arm of that hoodie say New Zealand? No, I think it says New York. I don't know what any of this nonsense is. Maybe London? I don't know. Got it again. Just learned that Bacopa, Carolina is illegal in New York. Now I'm sad, but at least I'm not a criminal. Well, yeah. Sometimes, like, when I show my tanks, people message me, that tank's illegal in Washington. And I'm like, get a life, dude. Like, I don't know. I don't really. When it comes to plants, like a plant is not gonna make it from my aquarium to outside, and if it does, it's going to die. So in my situation, like, who cares? Monstera plant is also good for the top of tanks. Have kept pearl danios with guppies. Peace lilies do well submerged. I've had it in mine for years. Wants a dog, just can't take care of one right now. Yeah, try taking care of 3. The hoodie reminds me of the 90s. Well, that's kind of why I bought it. The second best decade. Water hyacinth is illegal in Texas. See, the thing you'll find is, like, nobody knows. Like, just, I don't know. Nobody knows. Like, you could go on Aquabid and buy any plant you want and they'll ship it to you. They don't know. So if you really want one, just get it. I don't know. I am condoning breaking the law, so take it with a grain of salt. Benjamin, there are native shrimp crawdads you can legally collect. I think you can legally fish them. Like here, you could fish them. Like you can collect them to eat, but you cannot collect them to put in your aquarium, which makes no sense at all. Like, I can collect it to kill it, but I cannot collect it to let it live. I don't know. Really, Zen? I use water hyacinth to help keep my ponds clean. Hey, it ain't my fault if a company ships me a plant that's illegal in my state, because I didn't even know aquarium plants could be illegal till right now. Yeah. Yeah, of all the things that they could be focusing on, like they're worried about aquarium plants, like, come on. I get it. You know, some can definitely be pests, but I feel like there's a lot bigger fish to fry than worrying about aquarium plants. Can a freshwater black shark crossbreed with a red-tailed shark? I don't know what the black shark is. You'd have to look up the scientific names to see if they can crossbreed. I call those non-YouTube tanks, Bob. I know. I used to have some non-YouTube tanks, but then you start getting into, like, some weirdos out there really like to look at reflections, and they see stuff that maybe shouldn't be on camera. So I just got rid of everything that was illegal. I was like, screw it. Do you have any tips on breeding chili rasboras? You have to make sure they don't eat the eggs. So lots of moss. You can build like an egg trap out of like screen, and then just feed them really, really well. Really fatten them up. But the trick is going to be not letting them prey on the eggs. What's next? Illegal hardscape? Well, it is illegal to collect hardscape from areas. Like, I cannot collect driftwood off the beach without prior permission. Yeah. Next week on the stream, a GoFundMe to bail out Zen Ginger. Your dog's got my dog's barking. Yeah. I will say, after this stream, we probably won't have to worry about barking dogs anymore. Whenever the next stream is, yeah. Whenever we start the next chapter, probably not going to have to worry about dogs barking. Nothing surprises me anymore. Yeah, I know. In Seattle, it is illegal for a woman to sit on your lap without a pillow in between on public transportation. So if I go on a bus, if I take the city bus, and my girl wants to sit on my lap, if I had one, we would have to have a pillow in between us. That is an actual law. They are banning mothballs because of invasive pest clam type of animal. So yeah, that's a little bit different. You know, that has to deal with importation, which is, in my opinion, a different can of worms. I enjoy hearing them. That's why I don't stop them. I like it when they bark at people that are in, on, or around my house or property. I didn't say no dogs. Sorry. If I said dogs, I apologize. I meant barking. There'll probably be no barking. There will be dogs. I'm still thinking of actually having like a raised platform behind my stream so they can jump up on and lay down. Oh, and then there's this guy. You come to get your camera time too, buddy? I haven't seen you in hours. What have you been doing? Where'd you go? Jeez. You have to carry an inflatable donut. It's illegal to photograph two horses facing different directions in Kentucky. Interesting. Water lettuce also illegal, but any idiot can pick up a sidearm like 45 or 375 with no training, opposed by police officers. Well, I don't know what that has to do with aquarium plants, but okay. Have to carry an inflatable donut. Thankfully, I have never had a need for inflatable donuts in my life, and I hope to keep it that way. Bob, do you like Beaufront aquariums? I have had them, and I hate them. I will never own another Beaufront in my life. I absolutely do not like them at all. I don't like that they distort what's in your aquarium. It's a pain to film them. But even just looking at them, in my opinion, looks weird. Like, unless you're looking at something that's, like, straight in front of you. So if you're on, like, one side of a Beaufront, like, the 72-gallon is, like, the worst. And you want to see something that's on the other side, you look down, like, that bow, and it's, like, you know, like, it just looks weird. The fact that you know that law, Bob, worries me. I was listening to a radio station, and they were doing a bit about crazy Washington state laws, and that was one of them. Which is better, green spotted puffer or red-eyed and red-tail puffer? I mean, it's just personal preference. There's not really one that's better than the other. Rectangle tanks only for me. Yeah, it's just, I don't like it. I don't like round tanks. I don't like corner tanks with the bow. I mean, I guess, is that still a bow front? The corner tanks? I don't know. North Carolina, it's illegal for a dog and a cat to fight. Huh. But can, interesting. I'm not even going to go there. I was going to say something, but I stopped myself. I put the filter on. Water hyacinth is illegal in some counties here. They can clog up leaves and canals. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, like you shouldn't be throwing out your aquarium plants like in waterways. You shouldn't be flushing them. But you know, a small majority or a small minority ruins it for the majority, which is why these laws get made. I do like my bow front corner tank. It completes the wall. I think that's a little different because they're generally like narrower, if that makes sense. Corner tanks, while I still don't like them, I don't think they're as bad as like like a bow front. I don't know. That probably doesn't make any sense, but people are careless, so they very easily could and would contaminate the environment with invasive species from their aquariums, including plants. When it comes to round tanks, Jimmy had a pretty cool one. I don't remember him having a round tank. Like the bowl? You're talking about the bowl? Bob, you would like my 165 bow fronts? I would like the fish. And I would probably... When they're other people's tanks, I don't mind them as much. If it's just something I'm looking at for like 10 minutes, then I can deal with it and I can see the cool fish and hardscape and plants if you have plants. But for if it's something I got to look at like every day, all day, then no, I don't want a bow front. Can a cat and a dog? People are careless. I got a 39-gallon bow front for only $20, so I'm going to try it as a Tetra tank. Yeah, I think it's like a 37 Aquarium bow front. I filled it up. I put some fish in it, and it lasted about 4 days. I emptied it and then gave it away for free. That's about how long I kept my bow front. They don't like the bow fronts or hexagons. I just don't like the hexagons because they're skinny. I don't like any tall, skinny tanks. I think that's terrible for fish. Just my personal opinion, though. If I want to collect in the wild, I have to fill out a 10-page form to redevelop the environment. It's the same form as developers fill in for housing development. That seems kind of weird. Just turn the bow front around where the flat black faces the front. I wonder what kind of reflections you would get out of that. You definitely have to paint the bow. I don't think you're maximizing the space though. That would be kind of funny though. That would be like a good April Fool's video. Dream team maybe. How you doing, Rach? Plus, bow fronts tend to break. I don't know anything about that. I haven't really researched it enough, I guess. But Dan's Fish has 12 L46 for sale on Get Gills. Who's gonna buy them all? You won't. You're right, I won't. I've had L46. I got L264s from Dan's Fish. Can I keep my Panda and Gold Laser Quarries together without worries of hybrids? I would say yes. However, it's still a possibility. But the real thing is, are you going to be selling the fry? If you're not selling the fry, then you don't need to worry about it at all. And Rach brings up a good point. Do not forget to hit the thumbs up. Thumbs up. Everything is weird in Australia, especially now. Whew. Don't mind the bow fronts, but I've never owned one. I've seen them set up pretty nicely. Yeah, there's a pretty big shop kind of by me. Probably, I wouldn't call it a local fish store, but they have a really nice planted 72-gallon bow front. And like I said, I can appreciate it for like 10 minutes and then I'm over it. That's about it. My uncle has a bow front that he turned into a cactus farm. That's interesting. I will buy it. Buy them all. Buy them all. I get nothing but just a hey guys. I got nothing. Oh, I got nothing but just a hey guys. Well, hey guys. Hey, right back at you. 16 bow used for shrimp. The bow magnifies the shrimp for my old eyes. Well, there you go. There is a good use for a bow front tank. Oh man, I don't know. Just yeah. Bow fronts and tall tanks. Have you ever seen a hexagon tank that wasn't tall? Like, Lucas had a really nice bow front. Yeah, and it leaked like 3 times. So that should tell you everything you need to know about bow fronts. That was like a 220-gallon bow front, I believe. It was like 180 or 220. And I remember being at his house, and it looked really nice, but he's saying that it's leaked like 3 times already. So he was going to take it down. Have I ever kept crocodile skinks? Negative. I think I might have had like one red-eye crocodile skink as a kid. Back then, you could buy those for $20. Now they're like $200 plus, which is insane. But I think I had one. I really love the armadillo lizard, and I would much prefer that over the like a red-eye crocodile skink. But I think they're both pretty awesome, though. They're both pretty cool. My point proven about the bow front. I didn't know Lucas's tank leaked. Yeah, multiple times. Multiple times. I think he resealed it twice, and then the third time it leaked, I think he took it down. I might be wrong, but I think that's how it went. The 5-gallon hex is about as tall as it is wide. Okay. I'll give you the 5-gallon one is probably pretty wide. But yeah, just I don't get it. I don't get the tall, skinny, like the 15-gallon column tank. It's just not good for anything. Ohio Fish Rescue has tanks that are dog bone shaped. Is it like where it's like half a hexagon on each side? Really want some jumping spiders, but the wife says no. Those are really fun. Those are really fun. There's also the spiders. I can't remember what the name of them now, but they have like the long legs with like the claws on the end. No, they're not crabs. They're actually spiders. Man, I wish I could remember what their names were. But those are really crazy spiders too. Carol Cox with the $20 super chat says, best of luck with everything. I hope you find a way to keep the fish you love. We'll be thinking of you. Thank you, Carol. I really appreciate it. The big fish move is tomorrow. Not really sure how that's going to go, but that's what I'll be dealing with after the stream. I was kind of getting things set up all day today. Still got a little bit more to do after the stream. Did you know you can't catch and keep alligator lizards in Washington, but you can buy them online? I didn't know that they lived here until the pond attracted them. So you can only buy them online if they're out of state. So yeah, you have to fill out a form to collect them, and you basically have to say that you're breeding them to reintroduce them because of shrinking habitat and all this stuff, blah 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 blah. So yeah, as long as you buy them out of state and have them shipped in, yeah. But I used to collect so many alligator lizards as a kid. I mean, as a kid, they were everywhere. Like, just, it was crazy. They were all over the place. Now they're a little bit harder to find, but there's still some out there. I just saw an armadillo lizard and I want one too. Yeah, I used to have those a long time ago. They're so cool. That 5-gallon Hex, oh my god, I had one when I was 12 years old. Even then, I realized it was worthless. Well, apparently it's good for some little rasboras. Will I film any of the move? No, probably not. Because the people that are helping me don't want to be on camera. Well, I mean, they wouldn't care, but it's one of those things like, I really don't have time. I don't, it just takes, I don't know. I won't be filming any of it. What's your favorite brand of stand, or do you build your own? My favorite brand of stand is 2x4s. Absolutely building my own. Totally forgot to reset my alarm. Hey, everyone. Well, you made it for the 5 o'clock start time. The old 5 o'clock start time. Also, I don't know. That was real growling. What was that about? Anyways, what's it? Oh, I don't know how to make it interesting. Just like, hey, we're moving 40 tanks. Do you really want to watch a time lapse of some dudes just moving 40 tanks? I don't know. Doesn't seem very interesting to me. South Africa banned the export of armadillo lizards due to overcollection for the pet trade. They're really hard to come by now, and they're really expensive. But you can still get them. Bob's helpers are all in the witness protection program. Could be. You never know. I do know some pretty unsavory people. Just a couple still pics on Instagram. Jumping spiders are adorable. Alligator lizards can bite and do. Yep. They definitely bite, but at least for me, it doesn't really. I think maybe they've drawn blood once, but they'll bite you and they'll just hang on your fingers. And I've had worse bites. I recommend crocodile monitors. Yeah. Probably one of the worst. I mean, you might as well just recommend some Komodo dragons as well if you're gonna do croc monitors. For me, time is 7:58 a.m. Tips on how to breed electric blue rams. You need a flat surface for them to lay their eggs on. Obviously, you need a pair, right? And then you need lots of food. Hey, what is this? Get that off of you. Where you been? Where have you been? You are dirty, and I haven't seen you in like 2 hours. Goofball. Anyways, feed them well. Water changes, clean water. Put your temps in the low mid 80s ish. Like 82 to 84, maybe a little warmer. And just feed them well and let them do their thing. Gold barbs developed about 1960. Wait, gold barbs developed about 1960. About nice by a Camden, New Jersey breeder from Chinese greenest fish. Very cold tolerant. Would be good with goodies. Cherry barbs from limited regions in Sri Lanka, but bred. Are we still talking about crossbreeding them? Is that what we're talking about? I would. I don't know. Bob, would you ever mix Malawi and Tanganyikan cichlids? Controversial. I have, and I've. Yeah. There you go. I have done it. When I had more African cichlid tanks, oh man, would the cichlid idiots rage on me when they saw that I had mixed laked species. Holy smokes. Like, they would just go berserk. I think you might even still be able to go back. It's not really... I would say, like, the general attitude of mixing lake species is not like it used to be even like 4 or 5 years ago. I think people understand that most of these fish are like bred. You know, they're not from the lakes, so the water that they're bred in is not nearly even remotely close to what their natural habitat is, and they're not from their natural habitat. They're from Florida, they're from California, they're from Arizona, Texas, all these fish farms. Dang it, I'm late again. Hello, all. Hello. Do we get 5-line skinks in Washington? They're running around everywhere here in New York. We have like fence lizards. We have, I think it's a blue tail skink. I don't think it's the 5-line, but we do have a smaller skink, and it might be the blue tail skink. Shoot, I just realized I'm going to be late to streams. From now on, we aren't even out of work till 4. Well, shoot. What are you going to do? Well, I don't know. Christine Richardson with a $5 super chat. No text, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know. I might move it back to 5 once the move is done. The real reason I made it earlier is so that I could still have time to do stuff afterwards. Once I'm all settled in, I might go back to 5 o'clock. I don't know. We'll see. Have you ever done a biotope aquarium? Not like a true biotope. I think very few people actually do true biotopes. I think when people do, I mean, I guess you could call like my African cichlid tanks biotope. Like I had Lake Tanganyika tanks with like jungle valve from Lake Tanganyika and rocks. So, I mean, that's pretty biotopish for Lake Tanganyika. But yeah, I feel like most biotope aquariums are not true biotopes. Like people that do Amazon biotopes but have plants in their aquariums, not a lot of plants in the Amazon. How long is the stream going to be? It's always 2 hours. Always 2 hours. Split the difference, go at 4:30. I'm going to start streaming at 4:41 every Monday. 4:41. Is it the 5-line skink then? I don't know. We don't see them where I'm at in Washington. They're kind of central in eastern Washington, so it might be the 5-lined. Thanks, Hazen. That's all there is to it. I'll start slow. I think that might be the same. The male 5-line skinks have a vibrant blue tail. Okay, yeah, then that's what it is then. Yep. I see them all the time when I go to like central Washington. Or for people that are local, like if you go to the gorge, they're all over up there. Lots of turtles up there too. Just your grumble with $5 super chat. Hi Bob, Fishman, / Mackenzie. Well, hello Mackenzie. Hello. I'll listen from my phone on the drive home. Luckily, it's only a 10-minute commute. I just realized because I went to reset my alarm. Problem solved. Unholy orders. What's going on, buddy? Happy Monday to you too. Bob, I support the odd live stream time of 4:41. I knew you would have my back. I knew it. Dave with the $10 super chat. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it. Says gas money for your move. Heard you mention in the members only chat that you're getting great gas, that you're not getting great gas mileage. So hopefully it helps you get further than a couple of miles. Yeah. I don't really want to talk about my mile per gallon that I'm getting out of my truck right now. I could pretty much just watch my gas gauge go as I'm driving. I'm about 99.87% sure that I have at least one bad injector, but most likely I probably got like 3 or 4 bad injectors because it's just spitting out gas. It's like so much gas. It's actually flooding my engine. But thanks. $10 will get me about a mile. You guys have Western skinks and we have 5-line skinks, 2 different species that appear very similar. Nice live stream timing. I've lived in Western Washington my entire life and I've never seen a wild lizard or skink, only frogs. Really? Oh my gosh. When I lived in Bothell, like there's 2 things I used to do. I used to see how many garter snakes I could collect in a day, and how many alligator lizards I could collect in a day. Man. How does he know that you have gas? Prettiest critter I ever saw in San Francisco, gator snake. Check it out. Beautiful. Gator snake. I've actually never even heard of that. So fix it then. If I had time, I would fix it. Replacing the injectors in a 302 is not very hard, but I've got way more important things to be doing with my time right now. Steve Edwards, 450. Wishing you well, bud. Always answer my questions despite me not being a subscriber. That shows your character. I have no way of knowing if you're a subscriber or not, but thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's no way for me to tell if you're a subscriber or not. The truck's nickname's Moving Molotov Cocktail. Yeah. Yeah, so it's okay for short distances, but if I drive for more than 20 minutes, oh man, you can really start smelling the gas. My favorite snails for aquariums is Malaysian trumpet snails. By far, there's not even a second close. A close second. I spend over $100 on gas every week for work. Oh man. I couldn't even tell what kind of lizards might exist here. Plenty of toads and snakes, though. What's about first ever live stream I've actually made? Sean, welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy it. First time here. What do you want, buddy? What do you want? Jeez. Okay. What do you wash? Wait. What do you wash your hands, arms with before putting them in your tanks? I always get paranoid that I'm not rinsing off the soap well enough. I generally take a shower in the mornings and do whatever I gotta do, and then put my hands on my fish tanks. If I'm not doing anything with chemicals, or like I'm not gonna go from like working on my car to putting my hands on my fish tanks. But otherwise, I mean, I generally don't worry about it at all. I also didn't go look for them, but we are way too populated for them to be out. Yeah, I'm sure they're not very prolific down there anymore at all. Aquatop 14.3 gallon bow front in an IKEA cabinet with it facing backwards. There you go. In New Zealand, there's only like 6 species of reptiles you can keep. Man, that is crazy. I would move. Although, I guess if you're not around reptiles, like you're probably not going to become like a reptile lover. Maybe? I don't know. I do subscribe to Aquarium Co-op, so I felt bad. no need to feel bad. Whether you're here or not, I mean, subscribed or not, I mean, you're here, so. Look near lakes. I never saw my lizards till I went to Sterling Forest and did a lake loop. The rocks by the water were covered with skinks. You actually are the best place to find alligator lizards, at least for me, is on rock piles. They're like not even by water, but like on rock piles. There is a boa constrictor here that I have yet to find. That's like my holy grail. If I ever come across the native constrictor that lives in Washington, oh man, I will be as happy as a clam. I don't know how happy clams are, but they must be pretty happy if there's an actual saying. But yeah, once I find the native boa constrictor, my life will be complete. The rubber boa, native to Washington. I'm Bob late again. Hello from the Philippines. Well, hello. Better late than never. I wait 20 minutes before putting my hands in the tank. 20 minutes is enough to disperse any perfumes and contaminants. Yeah, I really don't. Yeah, I don't. I don't know that I have much contaminants that I deal with on a daily basis, so I just don't worry about it. Now, I also don't like go wash my hands and then stick them directly into my aquariums. I think that's a terrible idea. Bob, would you recommend a catfish to keep with Tropheus? Don't like the squeakers. They are a crafty, slippery fish. Honestly, I would do bristlenose plecos. Very kind of similar diets. They're both, you know, obviously more herbivore. So yeah, that's what I would go with. Happy as a clam because you can never tell if they are unhappy. Calm as a clam. Is that it? I have no idea. The rubber boa. Natural habitat is joke and magic stores. I was about to ask if the constrictor was the rubber boa. Oh, man, I wish. Even I've seen them for sale once online, and the guy was in Washington, so I know that he collected them, so I knew they were illegal. And obviously it would have been illegal for me to buy them, so I didn't. But, man, I would just... It's like the perfect snake. Doesn't need a lot of heat. Doesn't need UVA or UVB. Alexander Lamb says, hi, Bob. How's the move going? Tomorrow is D-Day. Tomorrow is moving the aquariums. It's going to be miserable. I've heard you talk about the boas before. How do they not freeze? Well, they burrow. Like, you know, no different than any other reptile in our area. The only thing to be cautious about, yes, I would definitely be a little cautious if you have open wounds. The last thing you want to do is get like tuberculosis or something crazy like that. Yeah, open wounds, no good. No good. Oh, boy. Joel, I'm an Irish politician, but say nothing. What? Got pork chops in the pellet smoker. Oh, I'm getting kind of hungry. I kind of want... I don't know why, but I've been on a big waffle kick lately. I kind of want a waffle. Don't come to Australia. It's worse here. Oh, I see. You're talking to Joel. I use homemade charcoal and sea salt soap, so I have no worries. It's also great for getting bait bad smells off when fishing. Oh no, that would be bait. Also bad. I guess both works. I just rinse my hands in warm water just to make sure there is no sanitizer on them. Yeah. What's my favorite tree species? Like reptile or snake or lizard or like overall? I think it's worse for Marines putting hands in tanks. Like saltwater tanks, you mean? Oh boy. I mean, tree species. I don't know. Alexander Lamb with the $20 super chat. Gas money for the move, and maybe a burger. Man, I haven't had a burger in a long time. Well, I raged this morning. Let me tell you. I had 2 packs of eggs like stacked on top of each other in my refrigerator. So I was like, I'm gonna make me a little scramble this morning for breakfast. So I got my ground bison, scrambled that up, made some onions, some peppers, put that in there, and then I like to add the eggs last and mix it all together. And open up my little egg thing, and it was empty. I was like, I guess I used the last one yesterday. No biggie, I still got one more. Throw that one in the trash, go get the other one, open that, and it was empty. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Apparently, at some point, I put an empty back in the fridge and thought that it was a full one because I had a full one on top of it. Oh, man, I was so mad. Like, talk about a weird breakfast. No eggs in your scramble. I was so mad. Like, I mean, not like, obviously I wasn't for real mad, but man, gosh, it was so funny. Anyways, what is your favorite wood for an aquarium? Spider, not so much. Manzanita, probably. Would ever been so lucky that living in Central America or South America? Wait, let me try this again. would ever been so lucky living in Central or South America and do wild pet farms? Crocodile, bats, macaws, ocelots, vipers, boas, monkeys in your rainforest backyard. I think that would be fun to visit, but I don't know if I want all that in my backyard all the time. Maybe add rice or noodles. Well, see, here's the thing. I'm basically out of my house tomorrow, so I haven't been grocery shopping in a very long time. So it's like really bare bones when it comes to food around here. That was my go-to. I'm like, okay, I'll just have some Uncle Ben's rice, because I buy Uncle Ben's rice. Go open the cupboard, boom, empty. Everything's empty. Everything. You forgot to leave a note for yourself like Homer did for his emergency donut? I did. Oh, man. Well, I did it. Only took me an hour. I bought 6 L129s after reading like 2 posts and watching 1 video. You shan't regret it. You will enjoy them. They're pretty cool. I miss the food portion size in the U.S. It's double what we get here in Ireland. Even the bottles of soda are twice the size. Yep, marine tanks, both in terms of polluting tank and putting some Zoe. Yes. I would agree with you, especially when it comes to, yeah, I would say like corals. Sure. Cook the raw doggo food. So the problem wasn't the meat though. Like I got lots of meat. I just don't have anything to go with it. Inflatable donuts. Inflatable. Oh boy. Would you eat your pet fish? No. Most of my fish are nano fish anyways. I'd have to eat like thousands of them. Moving this weekend, I feel you on the bare bones worth of food. I know. I hate eating out because it's way too expensive, but I feel like that's gonna be what I'm gonna do for dinner, and I'm too cheap. I don't like spending money on like getting food delivered. Bachelor pad fridge is no bueno. Ruben Daly, see you later. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. A palytoxin can kill you, but only if you're cooking your rock or somehow get stabbed. What's the I'm not a saltwater person at all, but I do read the articles about people getting like entire families getting sent to the hospital because of their saltwater tank. I think I even did a stream about it a couple years ago, but that was a long time ago. I don't remember what it's called. Ramen. A neon tetra fritter. Going on vacation soon, so bare bones fridge too. Eating tomatoes and Parmesan at the moment. That's pretty bare bones. That's pretty bare bones. I think I have. What do I even have in my fridge right now? I have a pitcher of water. I have some ketchup. And I think I have some tuna fish. Yes, I keep tuna fish in my fridge because I like it cold. Palytoxin is... Oh, so it is palytoxin? All right. Give him the love bomb. One of my clients brought in... Okay, let's start this over. I was saying a lot. One of my clients brought in their Burmese mountain dog puppy today. He's 9 months old and 110 pounds. Not overweight, just huge. I love those dogs. That stream probably had a clickbait title too. All the streams have clickbait titles. Yep. Told you need to keep an inflatable donut. Just chew on it. I bet eating an inflatable donut is equivalent to eating top ramen. Probably the same amount of nutrients. Blue Dream shrimp fritters, mixing cardinals and neon tetras, question mark. There's a lot of people do it. I feel like They look very similar, and neon tetras are way cheaper, so I would probably just buy more neon tetras and mixing them personally. But Melanotania lemon pepper. Oh man, I could go for some lemon pepper tendies though. There's not any good places to get lemon pepper chicken wings around here though. There's one grocery store that makes them, but they put on so much seasoning, it like makes you gag. The quantity of neocaridina to make a platter. Imagine the cost. Imagine the cost. Top ramen would definitely have more sodium though. That's true. That's true. That's true. Sushi is gross. Just gonna say sushi is gross. Last stream, thank the Lord, I thought it would never end. You doing clickbait again. Yep. I love Scottish deerhounds, but they are a rare breed. A rare breed. There's too many dogs. We need to live to be like 500. That should be how long we live. 500 years. That way we have enough time to keep all the different breeds of dogs before we die. Right, buddy? Right? I bet you're hungry just like me, huh? That's why you're bugging me. That's why you came home. And she bears your picture a turd. Wow. Xanadu, right? His father is 130 pounds, so the pup is still growing. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh boy, now I did it. I said hungry, now they're not going to stop bugging me. What scares you the most? It's not appropriate for me to say what scares me the most, so I will not say it. Irish Wolfhound is a sturdier breed. Scottish Deerhounds are amazing. Most sushi is gross. Not all, most. Canned tuna, but no sushi. Correct. I didn't say it was canned tuna. It's the packs of tuna, not canned. So what? I can't do sushi. I know it's really good for you. Is it? Is raw meat really good for you? I guess so. Except raw chicken. Don't eat raw chicken. Don't eat chicken. Chicken's just bad. After I said I want lemon pepper chicken wings. Some of them love the look of the Scottish Deerhound. I love Irish Water Spaniels, but own a French Bulldog. I want a Leonberger. That is a bucket list breed for me. A Leonberger. Huh. A Leonberger. My favorite sushi are the vegetarian ones. Do water beetles will waste of your do you water beetles will the waste of your fish? Are you asking will water beetles eat the waste of your fish? No, nothing eats poop. Nothing eats poop. Fish are friends. Fish are friends. The buffalo packaged tuna is gas, and I hate to admit that. Interesting. I raise my own meat chicken. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Real chicken tastes so much better than what they sell in grocery stores. Chesapeake Bay Retriever, one of the few breeds native to North America. Bob, what single fish is the best wet pet out there? What single fish is the best? What single fish is the best? I don't know. I feel like it'd have to be a puffer. I'm so over puffers right now, but I feel like one of the bigger puffers. I don't know. I'm probably a little biased, but That's what I would go with. Mabu, Fahaka, it doesn't matter. Either of the two big ones. Cream cheese is so gross. It's so gross. You are correct. Your favorite sushi is spicy tuna with cream cheese. Definitely would not like that. A single Oscar? I don't even think Oscars are like in the top 100. See, I would rather have like a Haitiensis cichlid over an Oscar. Like if it was just one, it would definitely be the Haitiensis cichlid. I would take that over an Oscar any day of the week. But again, not a big American cichlid guy. I love Irish Water Spaniels too. I worked for a breeder and AKC judge. The IWS has never been super popular. I don't get it. I eat cream cheese on its own. I'm going to leave now. How can you say that about puffs? Say what? I just said they're like the single best fish in the hobby. I don't know what you're talking about. Spotted Congo puffers are pretty wet petty. Lean burgers are so cool. I agree, Benjamin. I agree. Lean burgers are awesome. Shiba Inu. We had one of those. We had one of those for all of about 5 minutes at the local shelter. Nice cichlid. What? I'm building a breeding rack. Would you prefer 9, 10 gallons? I would never prefer 10 gallons. I would always choose 20-gallon tanks. That's just a personal preference. 10-gallon tanks, they're just it's too high maintenance. It's not enough water volume. I always prefer 20s over 10s. 10s are good, I guess, maybe for fry grow out, but even still, I'd rather grow them out in a 20. I just think I think 20s give you way more flexibility than a 10. My friends are breeding them. They're around $4,000. Dang. Leonberger is beautiful, but did you see the hairball they make? After my last dog, I'm not concerned about hair at all. It cannot get much worse than a Shepherd Husky mix. Like, not worried about hair at all. Plus, after now having short hair dogs, I pretty much only want long hair dogs, dual coat long hair dogs going forward. Way less issues. Pet Time says, I just set up a 20-gallon tank and I'm super excited. Shiba Inu. I don't know why I always have problems saying that word, but I do. Smaller version of the Akita. One of my girlfriends and her husband have a Leonberger and a Greater Swiss Mountain Dog. Now that's a lot of work. Yeah, I could bet. I love big dogs, but I own a Fox Terrier Shih Tzu Chihuahua cross. So Bob's favorite tank is a 10-gallon Hex Bowfront. Noted. That's it. If you're ever thinking about getting something for me for Christmas or my birthday, that's it. 10-gallon Hex Bowfront. As long as it's tall. It's got to be tall. Should I leave the fish in the tank when I'm doing a total decor change or tote them for a few hours? If you're going to keep them in, I'd just be very cautious when you're putting new hardscape in, because obviously you can squish them. You could cause a lot of damage to them. I would say if you can, it would just be easier to siphon some water in a tote, catch out the fish, and put them in that tote until you're done. It's just safer, and it may take longer, but I think even though it takes longer, I think it would be easier in the long run. What else we got going on here? I'm getting hungry. I'm going to the kitchen. Me too. Except I cannot go to the kitchen. So sad. 20 long tanks are my favorite of all. Really? Have you never kept a large tank before? I feel like someone who's never kept a large tank would say 20 longs are my favorite all-time tanks. But maybe you have and you just like 20 longs. I don't know. Give me like a good 75 or a 125. Those are my favorite. And sadly, I don't think I'm going to have any 75s in the new fish room. I don't think so. Love big dogs too, but I have a Havanese and miniature Australian Shepherd. I'm not sure the first one. Havanese? Australian Shepherds are just awesome. It doesn't matter what they're mixed with. They're just awesome. Double-coated dogs shed hard once or twice a year. Short-haired dogs shed consistently in my experience. Yeah, mine shed twice a year like clockwork. But you also, I never had to worry about bug bites or bee stings or skin issues. Man, I would much rather deal with a little bit of hair a couple times a year than short-haired skin coat issues. Not to mention, like, this short hair, of course all my dogs are short hair, right? But like the rollers, they don't really get the hair, like, sticks to you. Like, and even rollers don't get it all out. That's way more annoying than having a big fuzz ball of hair that you can just go whoop with a roller and it's all gone in one swoop. I can't clean anything over a 20 long. I'm petrified. I have 7 20 longs. I have a rack of 3 20 longs that I have to move tomorrow. I do like the 20 long. There's a lot of cool things you can do with them. I have a 20 high and I don't like it. That's why it's now empty in the garage as a backup. I could see that. I like the 20 high. I probably honestly like the 20 long better. But I feel like for my situation, the 20 high is just more practical. But yeah, I could see why people wouldn't like the 20 high. T-Shot says, I grew up with big dogs, Akitas, pit bulls, etc. I got attacked by a rhododendron ridgeback this summer at a customer's house. Scary stuff. Only pinched my skin, but bit through work pants. I have not gotten into like a real fight with a big dog, but had some pretty good scuffles. Steenfott Aquatics, have you seen Ryo Watanabe's tank? Yes. What did he get? Like 58 out of like thousands? That was crazy. I saw it on Facebook. We are on our 5th American Water Spaniel. They were first bred in Wisconsin in the 1920s. They are so sweet. You are so right about the fuzz versus the hair. Yeah. It's the short hair stuff. Man, that's for the birds. That's it. You're all going to go and get shaved tomorrow. No, you're going to get waxed. Not even shaved. You're all getting waxed. Have you done an ant aquarium before? You mean like an ant farm? I had an ant farm when I was a kid, and my brother knocked it over, and there were ants freaking everywhere. It was a pain. I'll just say that. I was going to be a little more colorful, but we'll just say it was a real pain in the butt. Have you ever looked up the world record Napoleon Mastiff named Hercules? He's the size of a small horse. I've seen the videos of Hercules on YouTube, and I don't know. It doesn't even look real. I feel like a lot of dogs are like getting pumped with steroids and HGH, and I don't know. I'm not a fan of like the breeders that just try to get the bigger dogs. Like, your dog's big enough already. You don't need to add like 100 pounds of muscle to it. I don't know. Not a fan of that stuff. The like the pit bull people. Not all of them, but there's definitely a fair amount of them that are doing that kind of stuff. What's your favorite tank that's 20 gallons or under? Probably the 20 long. I really like the 15-gallon tank, but I'd still say the 20 long. Sea monkeys. I have sea monkeys right now. Get the vacuum out. I had a Rottie Akita mix and now have a Husky Border Collie mix. I bet the Rottie Akita was pretty cool. One of my favorite Mastiffs. the Rottweiler. I once got into a dogfight to save a little dog from getting drowned. Nearly got my face ripped off. It was terrifying. I love the Bob as a child animal misadventure stories. Ants everywhere. Ants. Oh, I was like so upset too. It was like right after the, I don't know. First of all, so you mail away for the ants, right? This is before the internet. So you buy your ant farm, you mail away for the ants, and they all came dead. And I was like so excited. I was like, oh, my ants are here, and they were all dead. Then we had to mail the company back. Then they mailed us saying that they were going to send them again, and then they mailed us some ants again, and those ones survived. I almost killed them all, but there was, some of them survived, and they started colonizing, and my ant farm was just getting going, and had all the tunnels. It looked really cool, and that's when my brother knocked it over. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? The AKC judge I worked for switched from Dalmatians to Irish Water Spaniels because of the short hair that sticks on every surface. Yeah. Yep. And it's actually just the pit bull. My pit bull. His hair is the worst. This guy here, his hair is not so bad. My Mastiff, his hair is not so bad. I don't know. For some reason, it's just my pit mix, his hair sticks to everything. Oh yeah, I collected as many ants as I could. One, because my mom would have killed us if there was ants running around everywhere. So yeah, we spent hours like collecting ants. Have a pity boxer mix. She's the sweetest. Also have a Yorkie poo, and she runs the house. Hey, I'm not knocking pit bulls. I mean, speaking of one of my dogs, here he is right here. What are you gonna do about it? My pit mix, I mean, he is a sweetheart. He is on my side no matter where I go in this house. He sticks to me like glue. And even if I'm like he's sleeping right behind me, and I'll be like, I'm just going to the bathroom. Just stay here. Don't get up. I'll be right back. I'll go to the bathroom, and then he'll come and like lay down next to me and try to sleep there. And I'm like, I told you. Of course, I do my business. I go back into my office here, and then he'll walk back in and he'll plop right beside me and go back to sleep. It's like, you could have just stayed here. I try to tell you. But he just follows me around to every room. He's so sweet. Everyone that comes over loves him. Would you consider getting back into ants? I think it would be really fun. I love the channel Ants Canada. That guy just cracks me up, and I could do it. I could see it. I would do it. I definitely wouldn't do it. So when I had like the old school like green picture frame ant farm, I would do an actual terrarium this time. They should do a Bug's Life where the movies in the ant farm are being saved by the hand of Bob. For a fish with high protein demands, what would be the best pellet food for them? Well, depending on their size. If they're smaller, the Extreme Nano has lots of protein in it. Or if it's a big fish that needs lots of protein, I would say maybe the Massivore Bites by Hikari. But that's still, to me, I mean, that's the equivalent of us eating McDonald's every day. So it's not something I would do as a staple. Probably like live foods is probably going to be your best bet. You're the pack leader, Bob. He can't let you go potty alone. I tell you, sleeping is the most annoying. All my dogs have to be under the blanket. And like, it takes them so long to all get situated. They got to be under the blanket. They got to do their little twirly dance and do circles for an hour before they finally lay down. And then if one lays down and even touches the other one, then the other one like jumps up and starts the whole process again. I swear, it takes like an hour. It's ridiculous. I heard a golden monkey flower horn went for $600K in Asia. That wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they got goldfish that sell for koi that sell for the millions there. What's your favorite fish? Rainbow fish. Rainbow fish. He's a shadow doggo. Yep. Oh, might be able to see him. No, he's too low to the ground. Oh, there he is. His head popped up for a second. He knew I was talking about him. I've got worms. It's gonna be the new the name of my new pet store. I got worms. CJ Black says I want a standard poodle, not a foo-foo dog. They're large, smart, and don't shed. When I was a young laddie, our family friends had a poodle, and it was a cool dog. It was a cool dog. When your large South American cichlids are fighting, keep big rubber bands on the couch with you and shoot them at the glass when they start fighting. That's kind of funny. You can't really spray them with a water bottle. That's not going to do much. They're incredible dogs. Had a black standard. Vinny, best dog ever. I mean, they're used to being watched by you when they do their business. They're only returning the gesture. Oh, man. Sometimes they'll all just sit right at the... I mean, I live by myself, so I don't need to close the door, but they'll all just sit right in the doorway. All three of them and just stare at me. And I'm like, can I get a little privacy here? And they're like, well, if you want privacy, close the door, dummy. Man. Usually that means that they're hungry when they all just sit and stare at me. Oh, and you just heard me say that, didn't you? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Yeah? You're hungry? I think you're hungry. Only 18 more minutes. Can you wait? Okay. Shh. It's okay. Which is my favorite frog? Favorite frog. I really like the Peepa frog. That's gonna be my answer. The Pipa. The reason for their foo-foo haircut actually originated from hunting purposes. The puffs cover their vital organs and joints. Have you guys ever seen a husky? I don't condone this at all, but it looked ridiculous because somebody shaved a husky except its head on TikTok. And it was the craziest thing I ever seen. This is one of the many reasons why I hate TikTok, but it was the goofiest looking thing I've ever seen. Next time, spell out the word. They can spell. Like, they know O-U-T. Like, so that doesn't work anymore. Right? You know what O-U-T means. See, now they're all just going to sit here and stare at me. Oh, don't do that again, please. My dog's barking at yours now. Good night, my favorite fish tuber and good people. Christine, good night. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Did you just shh me? Shh me? Shh. Calm down. Just calm down. Okay, I get it. Merrick, what's going on, buddy? What is my favorite dog breed? I don't know that I could have a favorite. That's a pretty tough question. There are so many awesome ones. Shaving a husky is not good for their coat. To be fair, I didn't stick around to see if there was some medical reason for it. But chances are they were just doing it for the views like everyone else on TikTok and Instagram. Very frustrating. I just finished setting up my first 180 gallon tank literally 20 minutes ago. Now what? Any suggestions for stocking or options? Aquamist Prime. I mean, that's gonna be personal preference, right? We all like different fish. If you're asking me, I'm gonna say rainbow fish because rainbow fish are my jam. That's what I like. You may hate rainbow fish. You may like South American or Central American cichlids, and I'm not a big fan of like Central American cichlids. So really, having a 180-gallon tank, you have room for just about anything you want to do. So whatever it is you want to do, you got room for it for the most part. I mean, obviously you can't put a bottlenose dolphin in there, but you know, if it was me, I would do large schools of rainbow fish. I would do corridoras. I would do rasboras, tetras, all kinds of stuff. Like and subscribe. I agree, Rach. Like and subscribe. TikTok was designed to decrease the IQ of the population. That's pretty much social media, right? And here I am on social media, so that makes sense. Our mini Ozzy had a mullet for most of its summer. It was hilarious. Hey Bob, the last live stream. Sorry I'm late. The last live stream from this location, and I don't know when I'm going to be streaming again. So, yeah, it was clickbait. I'm not gonna lie, it was clickbait. But it's been a while. Like I feel like I'm due like 1 or 2 clickbait titles a year, and so you know I used one of my yearly allowances of clickbaits. But it is technically true. It is my last live stream from this location. Not that that means anything, actually, because I use a green screen. So, I don't know. Have done spider tank like Black Widow or tarantulas. I've never kept spiders. I think spiders are awesome, but as far as keeping them as pets, I really don't have a huge desire to keep them as pets. I do have a spider in my shower that I'm named Harry. I believe him to be a wolf spider. He's super huge, and he just chills in my shower. So he's kind of a pet now. I don't feed him or anything, but whatever it is he's eaten, I would much rather have him than whatever he's eaten. I'm pretty sure I'm on like my 5th Harry now. One just randomly shows up in my shower, like, and then it stays there for months on ends. And then it disappears, and then another one shows up. So I just name them all Harry because they have hairy legs. Come on, there is like 209 watching now and 180 or so likes. Exactly. We can get to 200 likes, right? Oh my gosh. Guys, what did you do that for? It's just a microphone. It didn't do anything to you. Jeez. Out of all the YouTube folks I watch, you're the down-to-earthiest. I'm the most down-to-earth. I feel like I'm pretty grounded dude. I don't know. I would say how I am on the stream is how I am in real life. Maybe a bit more colorful language and more jokes, but you know, there's kids here, so you can't really be yourself. Are you taking Harry with you to the new place? Probably not. Probably not. Someone needs to watch over the house. I mean, this dude is like massive. Do you like hissing cockroaches? I've never kept them. I only keep dubia roaches. I've never kept the hissing ones. That's funny. We had a shower in we had a spider in our basement shower that my son, who's 25 but has special needs, loved. Ended up killing it, and he was mad at me for 2 days. Yeah. I would much rather have these giant spiders than whatever it is they're eating. I have no idea what they're eating, but they must be eating something that I don't want any part of. So I just let him be. The first time I saw a wolf spider, I nearly screamed. We don't get them on the East Coast, but I lived in Denver and met them for the first time. They're big. They're big. I remember seeing my first was right after watching Arachnophobia, of all things. And I went into this closet that we never get into like a month later, and there was like just like 4 of them hanging out in this closet. I was like, holy smokes. I was scared. I was scared for a minute, not gonna lie. With the move in the near future, as in tomorrow, are there any camping videos on the horizon? Jimmy and I have been talking about it a lot the last week or two. And I told him as soon as I get all moved in, we're definitely going camping. So whether he wants to go or not, it's not really up to him, because I will just make him go. I'll grab him and force him. I will kidnap him. Do you like dinosaur spiders? I'm not familiar with the dinosaur spider. Last year I finally caved and shaved my English Cocker Spaniel. Kept her in show coat for years, but when we had her spayed, her hair turned to cotton. Well, Harry is probably a Harrietta. The females are the largest. Well, I'm not sure if Harry is a noun or a verb, but I feel like it works either way. Like, it doesn't matter. Robert, hi, new subscriber here and new to the hobby. Welcome. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying the hobby so far. The first couple months are usually the most difficult, so hopefully it's not for you. And if it is, keep with it. Keep with it. Eventually it gets a lot easier. Take Robert camping. I don't think he's going to be going camping anytime soon. I really enjoyed watching camping videos while I've been stuck at home with COVID. Yeah. Yep. I don't know. We're going to go camping. There's been a burn ban going on for the longest time. Like, the forest is on fire right now. And I'm not a huge fan of going camping if I can't have a campfire. I mean, that's like half the appeal to me, is having a campfire and just cooking food and sitting around the fire and relaxing. So as soon as the burn ban is gone, that's pretty much when I'm going to go again. You can keep over 50 X-ray tetras. You can keep over 50 X-ray tetras in 40 gallon. I feel like that might be a bit much, but I'm sure it can be done. Have you heard of unicorn fish or blobfish? Yep, we talked about blobfish last week. Hairy is an adjective. Well, being that you're an educator, I will just have to defer to your expertise. English was my least favorite subject, so I will say I will correct myself, whether it's an adjective or noun. I guess it's definitely not a verb, right? I guess looking back on it, that was kind of a dumb thing to say. I need a camping trip soon. Yeah, me too. Definitely me too. Have you heard? Yeah. Anyways, what else we got going on? I think I might be getting a 40 gallon because I'm moving into my parents' garage. Okay, well, 40 gallons are awesome. What is my favorite swordtail? I'm not a huge fan of swordtails in general. I've kept koi and green swordtails, and they did nothing for me. So I don't really have a favorite. I love my Roomba. It's like another pet that eats dirt. Have you seen the video of the the golden retriever, and the Roomba like comes up behind it and like sucks up its tail, and like the golden retriever is like running around the house and the Roomba is just getting smashed. He runs up the stairs and you can see like pieces of the Roomba flying off of it as he's running up the stairs. Oh, I cracked up on that one. I don't know if that was like a YouTube short. I don't remember where I saw that. What's up here? Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah, see? Come here. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. No. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. I went camping about 3 weekends ago. Harry could either be an adjective or a noun. What's your favorite? Oh, I already got that one. But Harry can be a noun. It could be a noun. Pudgy pies are a must camping. Pizza ones are my favorite. I have no idea what a pudgy pie is. Pudgy pie. I don't know. I'm really hungry, so let's not talk about food. How about that? Can we agree on that? Good boy. Good boy. There's no treats up here, though. No? Oh, now I had to say treats. I had to go and say treats. Got devastating news today. Home from the doctor to find my rosy minnow tank empty and side blown out. 40 gallons and dead minnows everywhere. Yeah, I talked about that at the beginning of the stream. I killed my entire colony of galaxy rice fish yesterday. So, at least yours was an accident. Mine was just plain stupidity. I mean, it was an accident, but I caused it. A tank blowout, there's not much you can do about that. Eric Wyrock says, have a good night, fishy friends. Please don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. Have a good evening. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Always good to see you, my friend. Same thing as mountain pie. Oh, well, I don't know what that is either. Anyone who knows me knows I don't really know anything about pie. Right? Right? Come on. Come on. One more time. Come on. Okay. Oh, gosh. Thanks. Pudgy pies are 2 pieces of bread that go into a bread-shaped iron cooker that you put over the fire. Oh, I think Corey has one of those in one of our videos. Maybe? I poured a bag of Cheetos on the ground between a St. Bernard and a Great Dane. My buddy broke up the fight by jamming a can of Budweiser in the St. Bernard's mouth. Okay, I don't know why you would do that, but all right. Eric, what's going on, buddy? Not a whole lot going on here. Wait, the stream is still going? I guess I'm back. Yep, we got a few more minutes. Bye for a short amount of time. My golden loved to be vacuumed. My dad made a special attachment for my shop vac, and he would lay there getting vacuumed. My shepherd husky was very fearful. Like, she would defend this home, but honestly, if you brought a vacuum cleaner into this home, she would have been the worst guard dog ever. Like, that's how you bypass her security. Just bring in a vacuum cleaner and she'd be out. She's like, okay, come back later. I'm gonna be gone for a while. These 3 dogs, they don't care about the vacuum cleaner at all. I vacuum them all the time. Most of them just think these dogs just think it's a toy. But man, my husky, she was afraid. Tony Green, holy moly, what? Oh yeah. I don't know why you do that. Eric, I knew this day would come. My mountain cur tries to eat the vacuum. Mountain cur. Why do you have to kiss me all the time? Your tongue and nose are too wet. You're wet, buddy. You're wet. Okay, come here. Come here. Oh, yeah. What a good boy. Okay, come here. No, not over there. No, not come here. Oh, you almost made it. Oh, there you go, buddy. There you go, buddy. Oh no. Go get him. What are you doing? Get out of here. My dogs bark at the vacuum and jump back and forth with the vacuum action. Hey, buddy. Hey. Calm down, okay? No need for that kind of language. My chi charges the vacuum. My dogs are terrified of the vacuum. I'm telling you. My 5-gallon is finally done seasoning and cycling. I'm so excited. Finally start stocking. What are you putting in it? Well, he's gone. Hey. Who was chewing on my GoPro? Which one of you was chewing on my GoPro? That's not very nice. Why would you do that? Don't chew on my GoPro. Jeez, it's not a toy. Trish KCMO. Good night. Oh, it wasn't on purpose. Okay, the way you phrased it made it sound like we got a dog on each side, and we're gonna put We're going to put a can of Cheetos or a bag of Cheetos right in the middle and see who can fight to the death to win it. That's what it sounded like. Okay. All right. I'm not going to make them wait. I'm not going to go longer. They're obviously clearly hungry. So, whoa. I just got really close. Really close. Again, I don't know when I'm going to be back. Not very good odds for next week. But hopefully the week after. Or it may even be longer than that. Just got a lot of stuff to do. And taking care of the animals is more important than getting the studio done, huh? Gotta build your fence and your kennel, and oh yeah. You're gonna like your new big yard, aren't you? Yes, you are. Oh yeah. You gotta see it yesterday, huh? All right. Thanks everyone for coming. I appreciate it. Thanks to all the super chatters, subscribers, lurkers, non-subscribers that are not subscribed but watch anyways. Moderators, appreciate you too. And oh, Catalyst Pets. Oh, Catalyst Pets. I feel like I haven't seen you in like 10 years. And yeah, so yeah, I guess good to see you. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. A lot of things have to go right to see me next week. So let's hope for that. Hope for the best, right? And otherwise, you know. Oh man, what should I say it? Is Bob Vance still here? Should I say it? All right. I'm gonna say it. The sign off. Keep your sleeves. Oh wait, no. Dang it! I already ruined it. I can't do it now. Keep your sleeves dry and your dreams wet. Have a good week, folks.